Hey, I'm Leon and this is Corey and we're from Cheap Meats.
Welcome to episode number 1, our famous pork belly ribeye.
We're going to walk you through all our little tips and tricks on how to nail that perfect crackle.
Stay tuned. Alright, so we've got roughly a 2 kilo pork belly here, you call it. What's next?
So there's 3 really important steps to get the perfect crackle. So step 1, what we're going to do is we're going to lightly score the pork skin, and then step 2, we're going to salt it and really massage it into all the score marks, and that'll help draw out any of the moisture in the skin. Step 3 is the most important, and that's when we're going to put it in the fridge overnight or 12 hours, uncovered skin side up, and that's really going to get that skin nice and dry, and that's really going to help with the crackle.
Oh, I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. Let's go.
Let's go. We're going to take a sharp knife and we're going to score the skin now, and we're just going to go right through, and obviously we're not going to go too deep and we're not going to punch out the skin right through. Now we're going to get the salt and we're going to get it all over the top, and we're going to really massage it in and get it in, massage it right in, get it in between all the score bars. Now we've done these 2 steps, now we're on to our final step, and that's getting the pork and putting it in the fridge uncovered on a roasting rack. And that'll go in the fridge for 24 hours. That'll go in the fridge overnight.
Mate, there's your pork. I'm going to get started on this barbecue.
Cheers, mate. So Corey's gone and got me the pork out of the fridge. It's been dried overnight. You can see the skin's really dried up, and this is going to help with the crackle process. Now's the time that we're going to flip it over and we're going to add our dry rub. This is going to be a beautiful pork seasoning, and it's going to really complement the beef as well. So now it's time to get this pork rubbed up. So what we've got here, we've got some salt, pepper, fennel seeds, and a few other spices just to really complement this pork, and it's really going to pack the flavour in. Okay, now the rub's all on the pork. It's time to get it strung up to the beef, and this is where Corey's going to come and give me a hand and string it up. Okay, now we're going to get the belly pork and get it wrapped around the beef.
Do you want me to hold it?
Yep.
Get that nice and tight for you. Just finishing off prepping that pork belly ribeye. I'm going to get started on the barbecue. Today we're using the Weber Master Touch Plus, perfect for these kind of cooks, low and slow, hot and fast, you name it. So we're setting up 2 individual heat zones either side of the meat resting in the middle, and we want this thing sitting at between 220 and 240 Celsius for that cook. Get that pork nice and crispy for roughly half an hour to start off with, then we'll start choking it. Chimney's roaring hot. You want all those charcoals nice and white because we want this thing running really hot. So now we want to add your charcoal into the charcoal baskets like so. A couple on the sides are right as well. Got that nice separation between the meat and the heat. Then we're just going to add our drip tray in the center to also help with any of those fat burn offs. It's good to go. Reel on. Almost good time.
Now that the Weber's come up to temperature, we're going to place the meat right in the center, and all that heat is going to be all around that nice skin, and that's what's going to get that crackle going.
And your biggest thing also to worry about is vents all open, completely open, which will keep that heat going and feed oxygen into those charcoals.
Okay, let's see how we're going. Been cooking for about roughly an hour and a half. We'll just check the internal temperature, looking for around the 55 to 57 mark, which is pretty much what we got. So we can take that off and let it rest for 15 minutes. Then we can slice it up. There you go, perfect ribeye wrapped in pork belly.
Mate, smells unreal. Oh, looks good as well.
Perfection. So you come in at the right time, Corey. So what we're going to do is we'll cut it all up now. It's the most important part.
It's my bit, alright? Music to my ears, mate. I think that's the thing. People think it's hard, but if you stick to the basics, dry it in pork belly overnight, magical, mate.
You're going to get that beautiful crackle. You can really see all that seasoning and all that rub that we've put on. And that's really going to complement that pork and that beef.
Look at that, look at that. Yum. Cheers, yuck. No.
Juicy, salty. Absolutely perfect.
Pork's unreal.
Then you can always put a bit of salt on top of the beef. That's awesome.
Beautiful. So there you have it, guys. Our famous pork belly ribeye, start to finish. Enjoy.
Cheers.